Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Company 119's The Coffee Cup. My name is Ryan Gilkerson, lead creative of Company 119, and today we're talking holiday shopping. I mean, it is November 1st after all. Halloween ended yesterday at midnight, and immediately the changeover began. And if you go to any store today, whether it's CVS or Walmart or wherever you might go, you'll see that the pumpkins are down, and without so much as one turkey feather or pilgrim hat, you are surrounded by holiday bliss in preparation for the holiday shopping season. Are you ready? What this means, folks, this year is going to be the biggest year ever for digital sales. It's not even going to be close. I've got some stats to support that here. Are you ready to sell your product or your services online, and what this is going to mean for your business during the next couple of months? We've got some interesting stats. Let's go to the virtual slide deck. Virtual assistant Chad, let's bring up our first slide. So I'm wondering, do you remember when back in the day our Christmas shopping looked a little bit more like Christmas Story than it does today? Let's go to the next slide, virtual assistant Chad, if he's together. Oh, there we go. Remember when holiday shopping looked like this? People would go to the store. This is, of course, the famous department store scene from A Christmas Story. Everything looks so nice, and everybody was so calm. They're holding hands. Let's go to the next slide, VA Chad. Now it looks like this. Somebody's sitting at home typing on a computer. Somebody's shopping on their phone. And then, of course, there's Black Friday. I'm pretty sure that lady with the arrow by her came to my house trick-or-treating by herself with no children last night. I think she was there. Love it or hate it, this is what our holiday shopping experience looks like. Chad, let's go to the next slide. We got a great article from Forbes, 6 ways tech has reinvented holiday shopping. It's changing everything. So let's go ahead and take a look at how things are shaping up for us here. Let's go to the next slide, Chad. So overall, sales will be up 17% this year. Now, this isn't just digital. This is all around. This is all in all this year. People are going to spend 17% more money than they did last year. That's a pretty big shift when you think about it overall, largely due to online shopping. It's easier to shop online. You're more likely to make a purchase if you go online than if you go into a store. So it really just makes sense. Let's go to our next slide, Chad. 65% of millennials will use a mobile device to make a purchase. So Santa's elves are going to be busy too. It's not just Santa. The young ones are going online and they're going to their phone. They're not going to their computer. They're not going into retail stores. They are simply pulling up their cell phone and making the purchase right online. What's that mean? You better have a mobile-friendly site. And you better have a mobile-friendly e-commerce site. If you want people to buy right away, it's the easiest way to do it. Clear calls to actions. Make sure everything is working well. Make sure your site comes up quickly. Make sure it doesn't take a long time to load. Make sure that it's as easy as possible for all those millennials to use that phone and make their purchase. Let's go to the next slide, Chad. So now looking at the next one, we know millennials are on there, but guess what? The holiday season is starting earlier and earlier every single year. Now, this is a little bit, maybe not this early. It's not. I said the holiday season is going to start on July 15th next year. Santa's going to need a surfboard and a beach umbrella to make his deliveries. Last year, consumers spent about $19 billion between Turkey Day and the following Monday, which of course is Cyber Monday. $19 billion of shopping was done in that 4-day period. This year, again, we're going to be up 17% overall. You have to assume that we're going to be up quite a bit. We should break $20 billion during that Thanksgiving weekend. Let's go to the next one, Chad. Generation Z. These are the youngins. These are the ones that were born after 99, I believe. They will account for about 40% of the market within the next 2 years, and they spend about 2 times as much time shopping online as any other generation. For example, this young kid right here, he just mined some Bitcoin and then he went ahead and watched the Lil Pump videos. So we are in a lot of trouble if they're in charge of our viewing and shopping habits. But no, it is something you need to keep in mind. It's getting younger and younger and younger. The ability to shop, the ability to purchase right from their phones, and they've got the most access to the phones. They're spending the most time on their devices. So that's letting you know that Generation Z is going to be a big player. If you're not ready for mobile, you're going to be missing out on a portion of the market that spends about about 40% of the money. So it's getting more and more important to know these digital markets and to understand what your site needs to do to be able to perform in that market. Let's go to the last slide here. New payment systems are also popping up every day. PayPal, Apple Pay, Cash App, Venmo, Zelle. There's all these different apps out right now, and they're just keeping up. McDonald's just announced they're going to have McPayments coming up. That's not true either. I just lied about that. But I wouldn't be surprised to see it. Everybody's got a Cash App now. They're making it easier and easier for you to spend your money. There's so many different avenues. Every time I go to get payment from somebody for something, they're like, oh, do you have this app? Do you have that app? I use this app. Is it compatible with your bank? So you almost have to have all of those to be able to take payments. How does that affect your site? How many different payment options are you giving people on your site? Are you connected to all of these different platforms? Because eventually there's going to be a lot of unique ways for people to get you money, and you want to be able to accept money any way possible. So it's beginning to look a lot like November. It's rainy, it's cold, not exactly the most beautiful weather on earth, but we're kicking off that holiday shopping season today. Hey, listen, if you're worried about what you're going to do to get you through the next couple of months, if you don't have a defined digital strategy, if you're not sure what you're going to do with social, with paid search, if you don't know what you're going to do with banner ads, but you know that you want to do something, call Company 119. We are here for you. Go to company119.com, fill out a form, contact us, and let us help you get your digital strategy ready for the rest of the year. We hope that you learn more about the upcoming digital holiday shopping season before you finish your first cup of coffee than your competition will all day. We thank you for your time. Have a great day.